Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good afternoon on a beautiful Friday afternoon. It is totally beautiful where I am. I hope it is where you are as well. Anyway, if you are watching me live, throw a one in the chat. If you're watching the replay, throw a two in the chat, okay? And if you need my assistance, you can inbox me or text me at 844-243-4901. It's all good. All right. And of course, as usual, if you have any type of topic that you would like for me to speak about, please do. Please make a suggestion and I will accommodate. All right. So, y'all know what I do. Y'all know one of my main things I do is credit, personal credit, business credit. But I'm gonna talk to y'all about personal credit because come on. Okay, here we go. I'm sorry, I had an alarm go off. Okay, so I'm gonna talk to y'all about personal credit because what I need y'all to understand, if you guys have been following me, if you pay attention to me, your credit report and your credit scores are two separate entities. However, they are husband and wife, and when they come together properly, they will make a beautiful credit profile and credit score baby. So, so the advice that I'm giving out today is going to be for the folks that needs to build up their credit scores and develop a stronger credit profile. Okay, so when you are, if you are a person, number one, who don't really have much credit, or you're in the credit repair process, you need to also work on your credit scores. There's multiple ways to do that, okay? So let's talk about that, these multiple ways to do it. Number one, a secured card is perfect, okay? Remember, when you are getting a secured card or any type of credit card, do your due diligence. Make sure you pick one that's reporting to all three credit bureaus, y'all, because don't get one that's only reporting to one, okay? Do your due diligence, do your research just like you would anything else. So pick a secured card that's going to report to all three credit bureaus. Now, when you have a bank or a credit union, just about all banks and credit unions, and I'm talking about regular commercial banks, not fintech or online banks, but even some of those do too. Actually, a lot of those do. But most banks have secured cards already. So if you have a bank you're currently working with, go to that bank and get a secured card from them. Now, here's the catch with those banks, those commercial banks. Number one, when it comes to secured cards, a lot of times the minimum down payment is $300. That's number one. Number two, if your credit isn't shambles enough, they can turn you down or say, okay, well, we need 500, we need 600 because of your credit profile. Okay, so if you don't have that kind of money, don't worry about it. I can offer you a secure card where the minimum down payment is $100, and that's where you're going to start. Okay, that's one way to start building your credit profile. Another thing I want to talk about is with credit builder loans. These are awesome. Okay, and I know you guys have heard of a lot of you've heard of Self, Credit Strong, Kickoff, Kovo. There's so many companies to choose from, but those are my favorite, especially Self. Let me tell y'all why. So Self has a credit builder loan. Self also have a secure credit card. Self also now allows you to report your rents and your utilities to increase your credit score. Y'all need more info on that? Let me know. Hit me up. I'm gonna give you the deets. But I love, 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 love this program because as a credit consultant for my clients who does not have enough trade lines and they have thin credit profiles, these are the number one things I do with them. Okay, we get a secure credit card and we get you a credit builder loan or one or two depending on what you got going on. A lot of times I do like to do two. And how they work is basically they will loan you, this is credit builder loan specifically. You get loaned a small amount of money few $100s. You pick the terms. Like if you're going to pay maybe $35 a month over 2 years, a year, whatever. So you're going to make these small payments each month. They get reported to the credit bureaus to help you increase your credit scores. Now, that's not just the best part. Another best part about this credit builder loans is the fact that you get the money back after the end of the terms minus their interest rate, y'all. Okay, so yeah, they're awesome. And like I said, Self not only do the credit builder loans now, they also have a secured card, and they started reporting rent now. Now, Self rent reporting program actually reports to all 3 credit bureaus, y'all. However, you can only use it if you make your rent payments in some form of electronic version, meaning from your bank account, Venmo, Cash App, whatever. But it has to be some form of electronic payment. So unfortunately, for the folks that are paying cash or they're doing money orders and stuff like that, you're missing out, which is very unfortunate. So which I'm actually advising you guys to go ahead and speak with your landlord to see if you can make your payments electronically to open yourself up to more rent reporting and increasing your credit score. So yes, I really love this for Self right now. Also Boom Pay, and it's only 3 companies that report to all 3 credit bureaus when it comes to the rent. Self is one now, Boom Pay, and what I like about Boom Pay, that's the cheapest that you're going to get. The cheapest. Why? It's only $2 a month to report your rent with Boom Pay. Okay. And there's another company called Asusu, and with Asusu, they also work with Freddie Mac that helps with purchasing a home as well. But I think Asusu pretty much deal with property management companies and stuff like that as well. But the other credit building rent reporting services, they only report to 2 credit bureaus, which is still fine. Okay, so for those of you who are just paying cash, money orders, things of that nature, you'll have to use a rent reporting service that only reports to the 2 credit bureaus. All right, so another way for you to help improve your credit scores is becoming a co-signer. Remember, you want to do that with a responsible person only. Also an authorized user, which is similar to a co-signer. The co-signer is equally responsible, but an authorized user is not. But just like a co-signer, the person's credit card that you're writing on needs to be responsible, meaning they need to pay on time and have low utilization rate. Okay. Another thing you can use is a credit building debit account. Credit Sesame has one. Reporting your subscription services. And these are good for like your utilities, your cell phone, your car insurance payments, things of that nature. You can use your subscription services, even Hulu and Pandora, Netflix, stuff like that. You can all get credit for to help you increase your credit scores. And I'm not speaking of Experian Boost. For Experian Boost, you actually have to give them your bank account numbers, and it only works for Experian. And if you are currently in the credit repair process, or if you're currently in the credit building process, do not use Experian Boost. Don't do it. If you are going to use Experian Boost, use it for a specific reason. Meaning, let's say for instance, you're applying for a credit card and Experian is the company that they pull from. If that's the case, then go ahead and use Experian Boost, then apply for the credit card, okay? I hope y'all just caught I hope y'all picking up what I just dropped. Pick up what I just dropped, y'all, okay? I'm going to repeat it in case for those of y'all who missed it. If you are applying for something where they report to Experian, if you feel comfortable giving them your bank account numbers and all that good stuff, do the Experian Boost, then apply for that particular service that uses Experian only. That's why it's also important to know where they are pulling from when you're applying for different types of credit. But that's part of your research and part of your due diligence, okay? Because I want y'all to be financially literate, and this is financial literacy. this is how you play the game, okay? You got to know the ins and outs and how they work in order for you to work them as well. As we probably would never be able to work them as much as they work us, but these are some of the gems y'all need to know. Also with that is you can electronically get the old information off your credit report with Experian using the website as well. That's another way that may just increase your credit scores a few points. Okay, so that can work as well. All right, and if you need that information, hit me up and I'll give it to you. All right, so another one is a Care credit card where you can use for medical payments for yourself and your pet. But a Care credit card is different than a regular credit card. Now, it's easy to get. Think your credit score can be in the low 600. The application process is very quick, and you'll get an automatic approval or denial. And lots of medical providers take the Care credit card. Excellent card to get. Why? Because it's excellent for helping to increase your credit scores. They report to all 3 credit bureaus, but there's a catch with the Care credit card. With a Care credit card, you can get in an interest-free period all the way up to 48 months, but you have to pay off the entire balance in that time, because if you don't, the interest is retroactive from the amount that you originally used, not interest based on what's unpaid like a regular credit card. So if you're going to get a Care credit card, make sure you pay it off within that interest-free period, or you're going to get retroactively charged the interest. Same way the IRS work, y'all. Okay. So I want to tell y'all a little bit about another service that can help you out with reporting utilities and all that stuff. And let me tell you why this service is grand. So it's called eCredible. eCredible, you can use it actually for personal and business, but we're talking about personal credit today. We're going to talk about business credit another day. Now, for those of you who are reporting your rents or would like to report your rent, all those services I named can all go back in time 2 years and report that payment history, because the last 24 months is the most important of on-time rent payments. eCredible is special because they will go back 2 years in time to get your utility payments as well. So eCredible will report your gas, your electricity, your cable, internet, your landlines, your water, and some cell phone companies as well. All right. And it's good for people who don't use automatic payments from the banks, and because the data is pulled directly from the utility company, not from your bank. So these are for people who are paying their utilities on time each month. Use this to increase your credit score. And it's a service, so of course you have to pay for it. I will get the exact amount that you have to pay for this, but it's not high. But another thing is sometimes there are some payments that they won't be able to pull themselves. You can self-report these yourself. There is a fee for that, for $25 per service that one time. But it just is what it is. It's not a lot to pay to increase your credit scores, y'all. All right. So with that being said, you have lots of options to help you increase your credit scores. And let me tell y'all one quick story. There's a young man I met about 6 months ago in Applebee's, and of course being an entrepreneur, you really can't be shy. And I said, hey, my name's Tyra, I help people improve their credit, blah blah blah. We got to talking. Come to find out, he's a young man, mid-20s, but he says, yeah, man, I'm just finding out how important having credit is, because I'm used to paying cash for everything. But when I go to apply for stuff, I get turned down because I don't have much credit. I said, cool. We exchanged information. We talked afterwards. So I said, all right, I'm gonna show you how to build your credit up. This is what me and this young man did for me to help him build up his credit. I got him on an account he's riding on somebody's account as an authorized user for somebody with very low utilization. Got him a secure credit card. Also got him a one credit builder account as well. We recently spoke. He's going to add another credit card and get a start reporting his rent to his credit report. Now, with the three things that I advised him for, the authorized user, secure credit card, and credit builder account, his credit score had went up 118 points in 6 months. See, then this is somebody who really don't have much credit. He has a very thin credit profile, but he didn't have no negatives on his credit report. So that kind of person is actually easier to build credit than somebody who actually has negative accounts and who's building at the same time. So he's basically building. He's not doing any credit repair. His credit scores, and I'm talking about real FICO scores, because I can look at his. I got his My FICO login, guys. If y'all follow me, y'all understand that I've told y'all before that your real credit scores for all of the credit scores that we have, because we have a whole lot of them. Your real FICO scores come from myfico.com, and yes, you do have to pay for that service. So with that being said, looked at his My FICO score and saw in 6 months 118-point increase just doing those three things, because he didn't have a credit profile, and he doesn't have any negatives. Now, of course, somebody who has the negative accounts on their credit report is going to be a little harder, because we're fighting to get the negative stuff off, because that's fighting against your credit scores. Okay, please understand that. So with that being said, as a credit consultant, here's the thing. I'm the shepherd, you the horse, and I'm taking you to the water. So it's up to you to drink. I'm going to tell you what to do and how to do it, but it's up to you to do it. Okay? That's another thing. When y'all are working with professionals, when your professional is providing the professional advice, please do what they tell you to do, because if you don't, you're just servicing yourself. Okay? All right, y'all. So I got to go get my princess. It's Friday. For those of you who need any assistance, let me know. I'm gonna put my the link at the bottom here, and in about an hour, I'm going to put the link of my free credit tip ebook. I'm also going to put the link for my YouTube channel, because if you subscribe to my YouTube channel, all the gems and stuff that I be dropping, y'all can see it in one place. Okay, so stay tuned for that. Probably about an hour, I'm going to do that. Gotta go get the little one. If y'all need help, y'all know how to get me. Do me a favor, drop a 1 in the chat for you who are watching me live. Drop a 2 in the chat for those of you who are watching the replay. Happy Friday, y'all. Be safe. If you're going to drink, drink responsibly. All right? Talk to y'all later. Have a good weekend.